I'm going to apply masking tape here so that it gives me a nice clean edge. When I do the bowl, I want to paint the inside. I want to start with the inside and then move to the outside. So I am masking this so that I have a nice area for painting. And I think I'm going to apply one more piece there because it doesn't seem to quite follow, because I didn't start out by taping this off when I created this pattern. I just did it by hand. So I'm going to try to angle that tape a little bit, because it doesn't matter what it looks like on this side. What I want is a nice clean edge here. All right, there we go. I think I'm going to paint this and this this same light blue, so if I need to make more I can, but I'm starting on the center of the bowl, applying it nice and thick, and trying not to leave too many streaky marks behind. It looks like I need to make some more, so I'm going to quickly squirt some more white in, add some blue, and maybe move it over here a little bit. And you want to try to match the same color that you had before, but you don't have to be super exact, because each coat that you paint on is going to cover up the layer that you put on before. You don't want the colors to be completely different, but it's okay if they aren't exactly the same. Okay, so I've got a nice thick layer on the inside. Now I'm going to flip it over, and remember, this is the area that I'm painting the light blue as well. So I'm going to continue with that here. I can paint over the tape because I know that once this whole thing is dry, that tape will just peel right off and take all that extra paint with it, or glaze with it. Now I need to make a decision over here, because I know that I'm going to paint this area a different color, but it does join on the top with the light blue. So I think for now I'm going to keep the rim light blue. Until I'm ready to paint the other side of the bowl. Now I'm going to let this rest and go back to my spoon, which is now dry on the bottom side. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to take my light blue and start laying another layer of glaze onto the top side of the spoon. If you have a hole in your spoon for a little ribbon or a decorative piece of leather, make sure that you don't fill that hole with glaze. Okay, so that one's ready. Now let's take a look back at our bowl. I'm ready for second coat on the inside. I'm going to go in the opposite direction that I painted before. So I can see my brush marks. I'm going to go in the opposite direction as I lay on my second coat. I want to make sure that I'm covering up any spots I may have missed before. And also that I'm not leaving any streaks. It looks like I'm going to have to make some more. So you see how much white I'm using just to get this baby blue color. I don't need much dark blue. I need a lot of the white though to mix that baby blue color. Oops, there we go. Just make sure that's all covered. Then I'm going to go back to this side of the bowl and paint in the other direction. So lay that glaze on nice and thick. And again, continue. The last step is continue around the rim. Make sure that rim is painted neatly. And that can dry. Now I think this one's ready to flip over. See how it's good to have more than one glazing job going on at a time? So I'm getting both of these things done, and I could be changing colors if I needed to. It's really not a problem. Some of you may be wondering about the pencil that I used and how it's showing through here. The pencil is going to burn out in the kiln. It won't show. You could even use Sharpie and that will burn away in the kiln as well. Okay. Again, I'm sticking to my lines as neatly as I can. And okay, I think I'm ready to take a little break. Let things dry. Keep detailed notes as you glaze. Write down the object. Write down the color. And if you're doing the front and the back, make sure that you keep track of how many layers of glaze you have on each side. For the bowl, because I'm using more than one color, I'm going to write down light blue, and then I think my other color will probably be light green. I have already put on 2 coats of blue, and I haven't applied any of the light green yet. But if I keep track of it like this, then when I come back to glazing next time, I'll remember where I was.